Can you see the screen, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the first of the objectives of this particular chapter is meaning of e-commerce. You've already done e-commerce in trade when we had started in grade 9, if you remember. We had
Yes,
touched
ma'am.
upon this. The benefits of e-commerce over traditional commerce, extremely important. Okay, this also comes every alternate year. This is again see, there are basically in this chapter most of the things come as short question. Only two important parts are there which come as long question. That is benefits of e-commerce over traditional commerce and ERP modules, which came in 2020 this year. Okay, so except those two, the most of the other questions come in the short question category. So let's start. First, what is e-commerce? How many of you remember what is e-commerce?
Ma'am, electronic commerce.
Electronic commerce. What does basically electronic commerce mean, Muskan?
Ma'am, to trade online or
Online, excellent, very good. So e-commerce means doing a commercial transaction over the network with the help of telecommunication and computers today. According to the International Fiscal Association, e-commerce means those commercial transactions in which the order is placed electronically and the goods and services are delivered in tangible or electronic form. So today, electronically, I'm going to go over the internet or I'm going to place some order, and that order can come in the form of, in the tangible form, that means in a physical form. Say I've ordered for say any particular item. Say I've ordered for a phone, or I've ordered for an online garment. And what will happen? That will come in tangible form to me. It will be sent to my house.
Yes.
On the other hand, it can be in electronic form, like in the form of a voucher, right? They also send you vouchers online, right? So all this kind of transaction can be done through e-commerce. E-commerce is very, very, you can say it has today in modern day business, it has become an extremely crucial part of all our lives. When we have become so busy with, office work, school work, outside work, there is not so much of time in the traditional forms of business where you can go to the market, constantly do shopping. So there now comes the importance of e-commerce today. Now the differences between e-commerce and e-business. What is e-business and how is it different from e-commerce? E-commerce, see, commerce is basically what? Nothing but distribution of goods and services. On the other hand, if you look at e-business, business is something which is not only doing distribution, it is doing all the activities starting from the product development, production, it's going to stock the inventory, it's going to keep the accounts, going to take care of the finances. So e-business is a much wider term, and one of the important parts of e-business is e-commerce, where we are electronically making a transaction of goods and services through the net. I hope I'm being totally clear to whatever I'm explaining. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Please, everyone, on page 45, you can mark out the definition of e-commerce in your textbooks. According to the International Fiscal Association, that definition, please, you can note down. E-commerce means commercial transactions in which an order is placed electronically and goods or services are delivered in tangible or electronic form. Have you marked it out?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So I hope e-business and e-commerce is clear. Can I go to the next part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Now the differences between traditional business and e-business. You can mark out that table and write there important. Now, formation of a traditional business is obviously quite difficult. You need a lot of capital investment. You need a proper infrastructure to set up. E-business is very simple. Through just a website, you can create an e-business. Setting up costs in traditional business will definitely be high because you need to put in a lot of fixed assets. E-business will be low. Operating costs obviously are high in traditional business. That's why lots of things, when we are ordering online, they come as much cheaper than when you actually go to a particular mall and buy them, right? Locational needs, the nearness to source of raw materials or markets in case of traditional business. In e-business, obviously there is no locational need as such, because you're just ordering it sitting at your home. Physical presence of a traditional business is necessary, not case of a virtual business. Nature of contact with customers, it is obviously indirect. We go through many intermediaries, first the manufacturer, then the wholesaler, then the retailer. You may have commission agents in the middle, and finally the consumer gets the good. On the other hand, in e-business, it's direct. Consumer orders it online and directly through the manufacturer, and the manufacturer delivers it at home. Scope for going global is limited in traditional business. In e-business, it's wide. It doesn't have boundaries. Any country today I can sell and purchase goods from. It's more hierarchical in traditional business. There is a hierarchy that's followed. You have different departments, you have different heads, you have a chairperson, an executive, the entrepreneur. Everyone works at different levels. In e-business, it's not so hierarchical. Response time in a traditional business is obviously much longer compared to e-business. I can shop in few minutes or few seconds in case of e-business. Personal touch is obviously high in traditional business. When you go, you feel the things you want to buy, you try out the things. That feeling of personal touch is obviously more in traditional business than in e-business. Opportunity for sampling, to get samples, is wide in traditional business. It's limited in e-business. Transaction risk, basically they're giving you the pros and cons of both the businesses. Okay. Low due to face-to-face contact, and very high in e-business. The transaction risk, of course, if you're going to put your details of your credit card or your debit card in e-business. So in case of e-business, it will be very high, not so in case of traditional business. Type of staff required needs to be a little semi-skilled, who can go and show you, ma'am, see this around. In traditional business, in e-business, you need to be a little more high skilled, because you're putting those things. So the person whom you're interacting with should have a little knowledge about the thing, so that he can help the consumers out. Business process is more sequential in a traditional business, and it's more concurrent, to the point in e-business. Government support is low in traditional business, higher in e-business. I think the points are very clear. Nothing much
Ma'am?
to ask here. Yeah, tell me.
Why is government support low in traditional and high in?
Because the traditional business comes more as of a private business for a particular person who is putting in his own capital investments. So here the government intervention is low. But in e-business, what is happening is the government support is a little higher, because you are doing things electronically. And now even government today wants lots of things to be done on the e-platform. You will be seeing that Prime Minister Modi always tells, please go digital, start using, do the paperless society. So obviously the e-business support is a little higher in terms of government support than traditional business. Now comes this. Again, as I said, this is one of your 5-mark long questions. Please mark these two parts very well. Either that table can come, even you can get benefits of e-commerce over traditional commerce. Please do this very, very well. Okay. At least when you're writing 5 pointers, just don't write one line. Explain every point well. Okay. Global reach. The moment we speak about global reach, the business of e-business, or we can say the boundaries of electronic business, they may be defined by geographical or national borders, but rather by the coverage of today computer networks. It's not that we are under a limit, under a reach, that we cannot go beyond the boundaries today because of liberalization, globalization today. We are able to connect globally to many countries. So you can see the kind of wide business that e-commerce is offering over traditional commerce. You can get buyers online through many countries today. Since most important networks are global, electronic commerce enables even the smallest suppliers to achieve global presence and to conduct business worldwide today. Okay, so global reach, I hope, is clear. Second important benefit is improved competitiveness and quality of service. Okay. If you look at the second important benefit of consumer of e-commerces, then electronic business today, it enables the suppliers to improve their competitiveness. There are many kinds of electronic platforms today. You see, a consumer has a lot of choice. He can go to Amazon, he can go to Flipkart, he has so many choices to make over the websites which are offering him goods today. So because of which these particular brands need to start improving on their quality of goods, on improving their quality of services which they are providing. As simple example, many companies today are employing in e-commerce technology. So they have to give a lot of pre-support, post-sale support. They ask you to give a feedback. They ask you to express the grievances through these online platforms. They give you guidance about the uses of the products. See, especially if you are ordering new products of which you don't have an idea. Through e-commerce, you can go to their platform and ask them that what information you need, and they will be very supportive enough to provide you with those. So all inquiries, all this helps to improve the quality of service. Third important pointer we are talking about is mass customization. You can hear today, if I want to order a cake for someone's birthday, or I want to give someone some kind of gift, I'm able to customize it through my online orders. So e-commerce helps in customizing the products very easily today. With electronic interaction, suppliers are able to give you a detailed information on the needs of every individual customer, and it automatically tailor products and services to the individual needs. Moreover, one simple example is an online magazine that is tailored for the individual reader on each axis to emphasize articles likely to be of his interest. Suppose I want to read an article which is of basically my interest. I can customize and tell them on the e-portal that this is what I'm looking for, and automatically that is only the portion they will be giving me according to my needs and benefits. Shorter or eradicate supply chains. This we have done last time. Who can elaborate on this and explain to me? What do you mean by shorter supply chains? Can anyone try? Krishna?
Can you repeat it?
What you mean by shorter or eradicate supply chains today? Why we have very short supply chains in e-commerce?
Like there are not much stages by which a product needs to get through from a manufacturer to a customer.
Correct. So can we say that the long distribution channels, remember last time in the trade chapter we had done different distribution channels?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So those long distribution channels where the good will take you many number of days before actually the product comes in the market can be eradicated today with the help of e-commerce. Okay, it becomes very easy. Okay, you don't need manufacturers and wholesalers and retailers, and so many more processes can be easily cut down with the help of e-commerce today. Okay, we can just simply through e-commerce, the consumer can put the online portal, place the order, and directly from the manufacturer the good can reach the customer in time. So information can be exchanged on the click of a mouse. Obviously, many supply chains have been shortened erratically today with the help of e-commerce. We can bypass the long traditional stages of wholesalers, warehouses, retailers, warehouse, and retailers outlet. Then comes substantial saving. Why is this an important pointer in e-commerce? How can you do a lot of saving in e-commerce? Anyone can try out substantial saving?
Because there is reduction in transaction cost.
Because there is reduction in
Transaction cost.
transaction cost. What kind of transaction cost are we talking about here? Okay. While the cost of a business transaction entails human interaction, right? might be measured in terms of dollars. The cost of conduction a similar transaction electronically might be a few cents. Imagine if there is a traditional business and a person needs something. He might have to spend a lot of money going from one city to another to visit that traditional business, right? But if he has to just, buy things online electronically, maybe with a very less amount of money, he can buy the goods. So his overall cost becomes less. Even the cost to set up the e-business is much lesser than the traditional form of business. Then comes novel business opportunities, new products and services. In addition to redefining the market today for existing products and services, e-business also provides an opportunities for an entirely new product line, new products and services. It includes network supplies, support services, contact services, distribution services. It establishes the initial contact with the potential customers. It tries to build the customer for the business. Again, as I said, no business can exist without regular dealings. You can't have a one-time customer. You want the customer to be built so that later on also you can sell the ideas and help and build this customer for future transactions. Then comes convenience. Convenience 24/7. Today, internet is offering us to place an order anytime from home. Even at 12 o'clock in the night, you're not worried that the shop will be closed and I cannot get it. You can place your order any time of the day. In fact, nowadays, even many things are delivered to you at late hours. They say at 11 o'clock or at 10 o'clock in the night, I want something or some medicine is over. You can easily order it online and get it very quickly at home. 365 days, anytime you can access, so it's very convenient. Paperless society. Of course, lot of paper can be saved through e-commerce today. We are also doing a practical example, correcting soft copies, and you all are sending me. So e-business reduces dependence on paperwork, okay? And obviously the attendant, basically red tapeism, bureaucracy, too much, legal formalities, paperwork, all this can be removed. Speed is of course a very important factor of the internet today. Much of buying and selling involves exchange of information. On a click of a mouse, e-business helps you to quickly make a transaction and lots of work can be done quickly. Lower investments. Investment is much lesser. Huge amounts of money. You have to buy a land, spend on the different factors of production, hire a big, take a big factory, and then spend a lot of money by putting in the capital. All that is easily removed with the help of e-commerce. So I hope all the benefits are clear. Anything you want to ask, children? We just have 2 minutes left. Anything to ask? Yes, Muskan?
Ma'am, I have a doubt in yesterday's worksheet.
Yesterday's worksheet. That you can just post me separately. I'll solve it out.
Okay.
Anyone else having any doubt with whatever I've taught now in this meeting till here? Because I will be starting with e-tailing in the next class. So if you have anything to ask, you can tell me. All the benefits are clear
Yes,
of e-commerce today? Can one benefit be told, since we have just 1.5 minutes left? We've learned quite a few, about 10 pointers I've given. One each.
global reach.
Global reach. Okay. Second, who's going to tell me?
Ma'am, convenience.
Why is it convenient, Muskan?
Ma'am, it is convenient because it is on for 365 days and 24/7, and we don't have to worry about the time because we can go whenever we want, even if it is an emergency or anything.
Okay, very good. The others just tell the pointers because the class is going to end. I won't be able to listen.
Paperless society.
Paperless society. Anything else? Who wants to add one more point?
Speed.
Quickly. Yes, me?
Speed.
Speed. Okay. Krishna, 1 point from you before we end the class. Abni and Krishna, one point.
Yes, ma'am.
Quickly. Abni, are you sleeping or you've been listening to whatever I've been teaching? Okay. Yeah, tell me, Abni, quickly. We don't have time.
After buying and selling involves exchange of information, e-business substantially reduces the cycle of transaction.
Okay, so we'll stop here.